If you are a woman over 35 and you feel like diet and exercise suddenly stopped working, even though you are doing everything right, this video is for you. Because what you are experiencing is real, it is common, and it has a physiological explanation. The problem is not that diet and exercise stopped working. The problem is that your body is no longer responding to them in the same way it used to. And no one explains why. For many women, this change feels deeply frustrating. You may be eating fewer calories than before, you may be exercising more consistently, you may be choosing healthier foods, and instead of seeing progress, you see resistance. The scale does not move, your energy drops, your body feels inflamed or tense, and over time, this creates a quiet fear that something is wrong with you. Let me be very clear. This is not because you lack discipline. It is not because you are doing it wrong. It is because the hormonal environment of your body has changed. In your 20s and early 30s, diet and exercise mainly work through a simple mechanism. Eat less, move more, burn more energy than you consume. Your hormones were flexible enough to adapt. Your stress system could tolerate pressure. Your metabolism could adjust without triggering defensive responses. After 35, that flexibility begins to narrow. The body becomes more sensitive to stress. And diet and exercise are not neutral inputs, they are stressors, even healthy ones. When you restrict calories, your body does not interpret that as discipline. It interprets it as a potential threat. When you exercise intensely or frequently without enough recovery, your body does not see motivation, it sees demand. And when the hormonal system is already unstable, those demands push the body into protection mode. This is where many women get stuck. They respond to resistance by pushing harder. Fewer calories, more workouts, less rest. And the body responds by slowing metabolism, increasing cravings, holding fat, disrupting sleep, and amplifying fatigue. From the outside, it looks like the body is sabotaging progress. From the inside, the body is trying to survive. The key hormone involved here is cortisol, your primary stress hormone. After 35, cortisol rises more easily and stays elevated longer. High cortisol tells the body to conserve energy, stabilize blood sugar, and protect vital systems. Fat loss becomes a low priority, especially fat around the abdomen, which acts as a protective energy reserve. This is why belly fat often appears or becomes stubborn during this phase, even when diet and exercise are consistent. Another important factor is blood sugar regulation. Diets that worked before, especially low-calorie or low-carbohydrate approaches, can destabilize blood sugar in hormonally sensitive bodies. Blood sugar swings increase cortisol. Cortisol disrupts insulin sensitivity, and insulin resistance makes fat loss harder, not easier. So the very tools you are using to lose weight may be reinforcing the problem without you realizing it. Exercise follows a similar pattern. Movement is essential for health, but intensity matters. High-intensity training, long cardio sessions, and constant pushing send a strong stress signal. When recovery capacity is lower, that signal outweighs the benefits. The body responds by conserving energy, not releasing it. This is why some women feel more exhausted, more inflamed, and less resilient the more they exercise after 35. None of this means diet and exercise are useless. It means they must be applied differently. The goal is no longer to force the body into change. The goal is to create conditions where the body feels safe enough to change. Safety in hormonal terms means adequate nourishment, stable blood sugar, sufficient recovery, and manageable stress. When those signals are present, the hormonal system begins to soften. Cortisol comes down. Insulin sensitivity improves. Sleep deepens. And only then does the body become responsive again to diet and movement. This is why many women notice that when they eat more consistently, train more gently, and rest more intentionally, their body begins to shift in ways it never did when they were pushing harder. This phase of life requires a different strategy. Not less effort, but smarter effort. Not punishment, but cooperation. Diet and exercise still matter, but they must support hormonal stability rather than challenge it. If this explanation reframes your experience, that is important. Understanding changes the relationship you have with your body. Inside my private hormone education community, I teach women how to adjust nutrition, movement, and recovery in a way that works with their hormones after 35, not against them. The link is below if you want structured guidance. And in the next video, I will explain the real reason belly fat appears after 35 and why it is not about calories. Take care of yourself. Your body is responding exactly as it was designed to.